Hello, fellow humans. Oops. Today, I'm going to show you how I made my holographic Polaroid cards. So the first step you need to do is acquire the Amiibos. So I'm not going to tell you where I got them or how I got them, but I received them. The next step is to buy the materials. So I decided to buy just gray regular wallpaper for the back, and then for the front I wanted it to look pretty, so it could look shiny, and I bought holographic paper. Next step is to build the stuff, and I'm going to show you each step. So I actually did unnecessary steps, and I'm just going to show you what I did so you don't make the same mistakes if you want to do this. Afterwards, I decided to put this off for like a month. Anyways, after that, I decided I'm going to restart this project. So I cut up the pieces to the size that I wanted them to be, so I guess it wasn't all bad, because I wanted to make sure the cards were the same size. Make sure you cut it to the size that you want. I made the certain Polaroid size I wanted. Afterwards, I put all the pieces together, and I'm actually going to show you a time-lapse, a very fast time-lapse of how I actually got them to do, and I did 2 of the cards so you could see what it was like. I decided to pick Audie and Boomer, which are my favorite old people in the game. I love Boomer. He's my favorite penguin. He's got a really interesting story, and he's a cranky, so you just gotta love him. And Audie is a new character that came out in New Horizons. She's really cute and awesome, and I think she deserves all the praise that she's getting. Honestly, way cooler than Raymond, don't at me. Anyways, afterwards, after this little short time lapse, I'm actually going to show you an internal progress of how I did it on the computer. So I'm going to start editing it, and I showed you how. I decided to measure the card by length and width, and I decided to go with 7.5 centimeter by 10. I decided to go with a 3.5 centimeter to 10.3 centimeter, something along the lines of that. And I decided I'm going to make a template, and then I'm going to make the little circle rectangle thing so that the photo would go in. After that, I decided to either pick a character poster or make my own still life. I didn't actually show how I made the other still lifes, which is I took pictures on my Animal Crossing game and then edited them in Photoshop. You can do whatever you want for your Amiibos, but for some reason I really liked Boomer and Audie's posters, so I decided to use those in this video and the project. Afterwards, I decided to edit them to look like old Polaroids. I followed a video on YouTube, and I will link that video in the description if you want to do this yourself. I just wanted them to look like actual old Polaroids because I thought that was cool, and I didn't want them to look new, so I decided to give the picture like an old look, but the shininess of the thing will make it look brand new, so I thought, oh, that's a cool idea. Afterwards, it's time to print out, and I printed them out, and now it's time to assemble. So you already saw the time lapse of assembling, so now I'm just attaching the photograph to the Polaroid photo thing, and now it is time to add the back details. So I decided that I wanted my characters to have some information on the back of the card, so I wrote the personality, their birthday, their favorite song, and I made sure that every character had a different song, so I picked whatever song I thought fit their personality best, because some characters had like 4 favorite songs, and I'm like, what the heck? So I just picked whatever song I thought would make sense, and I decided to also add a quote, and then I added their skill and goal. Now for Audie, I just made it up because for some reason the new characters didn't receive the same treatment as the new Leaf characters, so Boomer's original stuff is the same, and Audie's I just added added some new stuff, and I guess I will show you the cards now. And I'm also going to show you all the other cards as well. Here's a little time lapse of the cool cards that I made. So there we go. I just showed you how I made my own Amiibo Polaroids. If you found this interesting, I'm so glad. Hopefully you get to try this yourself. And if not, then at least you get to see a process of how you do it. Moment of truth. Let's see if the Amiibo works. Ta-da! Alright, well, let's try the next one. And they work! It's always fun to make crafts and learn stuff. If you can, instead of like buying stuff on Etsy, because the reason why I was inspired was because I saw an Etsy seller selling these Polaroids. Thing is, the actual Polaroids they used were real, like actual Polaroids with the NFC chip attached, which is actually pretty cool, and I would have liked to have it, but he wanted to charge $8 for a Polaroid, and I definitely paid less money to make my own Polaroid, so it's up to you. You can just buy it from someone else, but I will just tell you, that person's store is no longer available, so I tried to look for it on Etsy again and I couldn't find it, but I'll show you here the original listing. Yeah, so that is how to make your own holographic Polaroids. If you really enjoyed this video, I appreciate you watching it. This is actually my very first video because, as you can tell, I decided to record using my audio. It's been a long time. But yeah, my name is Stevie. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.